It's your homie Brian.
And it is John.
John, my guy.
What is up? What's going on? We're going to start something new every week. Right? Like.
Yo, what's up, man? How you doing?
I've been better. My morning was shit. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to hold you. Like, you know, I locked my keys in my car. What am I? My car this morning, you know, outside of work. You know, I work overnight. So,
yes,
you know.
That sucks.
Yeah. Not too much.
How'd you get it
Don't
out?
sleep on it. No pun intended. Huh?
No.
I had to call Geico.
I didn't mean that. I didn't mean that it sucked that you work at night. I meant that, like, after working overnight, you lock your damn keys in your car when you're ready to go home.
Okay, I'm gonna try to make this brief. Like, okay, so I went out I'm a smoker. So I went out of my car smoking the building I work at is smoke free. Mm-hmm. So I just go in my car and smoke. And then I saw the paper guy coming. He comes around like 6, 7 or whatever. Mm-hmm. And so he came around like 5:50. I was like, oh shit, I need to let him in. Because of course he doesn't have a key. Right. So I let him in. And then I went back to my car. I was like, oh my God. And so I called Geico and it came right at when I got off, which was perfect.
That's awesome.
So, you know, and then my computer decided to update, which took 2 hours for some reason. That was a thing. But, you know, hopefully your week was better. I've been talking to you and I don't think it has been. So let's hear about your week.
It's all good, bro. You know, yeah, man, it was just so what I do, is I do like events. I won't say who I work for. If you know me personally, then you know. But I do events on a daily basis, essentially. Normally I am off Mondays and Tuesdays, but if I have an event that's like straight through, like this circus that I had to attend, which was totally a whole circus.
It wasn't Barnum and Bailey. I thought they were done.
No, this isn't. Okay. No, it's not no. This is the shit when you like driving down the road and you're just like, oh, they got a carnival in town. You're like, yeah, I'm not going to that shit.
Oh, one of those side shows.
Yeah, you know. Okay. You know, so fortunately or unfortunately, it was 10 straight days. So yeah, I worked 10 straight days. A few of those days over 12, over 13, over 14 hours. And you know, and also unfortunately, and you know, we don't ever talk about, you know, race relations and stuff like that on our show, because John and I, like, we just kind of like talk about games, and you know, there's enough of that shit like everywhere else to piss everyone off, and we just kind of. And
then on top of that, we love everybody.
Yeah, we do.
F that,
absolutely.
You know.
But where I was at, they did not love me and my team, so. That was interesting to go. That was interesting to go to, kind of like 10 straight days, and kind of like, oh yeah, like it's really obvious you don't want us here, based on the color of our skin. And so, you know, it's just kind of a long week to kind of be like, okay, like working like crazy hours, you know, I don't get overtime because I'm salary, you know, and it's just like, we're not even wanted here, you know. It's just like, you know, it's kind of hard to explain that when I do my recap. Like, yeah, you know, it's like I probably can explain that because, like, it's not like my company's going to give a shit. So,
sure,
it's kind of like this thing where you just kind of like deal with the trauma, you know, and it's just, I guess, not that big a deal because it's business, and it's just like, yeah, why do I do this?
And it's unfortunate that you and your team went through that. It's like it's 2021, like. He's gone, and we know who he is. He's gone. Like, let's move on.
Let's move on.
It's done.
So that was my week, bro. But also while I was there, John, I there was a vendor, who was selling some retro gaming items. You know, little
Oh shit.
the AliExpress specials. You know what I'm saying, John? The fake ass Game Boy. You know what I'm saying? 401. You know.
That's awesome.
It's like,
or was it?
Nah. Well,
Okay.
I played. So the only 2 games that were on there that I played before I gave it to my coworker so she could give it to her son was Ninja Turtles, the first one.
Ew.
Yeah, and I did play Chippendales Rescue Rangers, which was in all Chinese.
Oh my god. Oh.
Yeah, and that's when I was like, yo, you know what? I don't want this, yo. Because like, there was a Mario Brothers like 14.
I was excited because I had that game too.
Oh, it's amazing. I beat. That's the first game I ever beat, John. Chippendales.
I played with Zipper. Was Zipper playable?
I think you played the second one then, because you could only be Chip or Dale, I believe. And,
no.
Well, I don't remember, John. I think you would do like certain power-ups, and then like certain characters would show up. And
okay. See, I don't remember. We're old as shit. I was like 6 when that game came out. I played with Gadget and Zipper. Those are only 2 characters I remember. I never played with Chip and Dale. Maybe I did play with the second.
Yeah, I think that's the second one. Yeah, because I don't believe you can play with anyone but, and I think you can only play with Dale when you're playing 2 players.
Remember, like, how long did it take you to realize that Chip was Indiana Jones and Dale was Magnum PI? Did you know that at all?
I learned something today. At 38 years old.
Oh my god, you didn't know that?
Nah.
Jesus, Brian Pendleton, ladies and gentlemen.
I had no idea. I didn't necessarily like them as characters growing up. So
what?
Yeah, I didn't like Chip and like I watched the show, but it was just like I always found it to be really like, I don't know.
Is it their voices?
I don't know. Like certain stuff when I was a kid was like I would watch it because it was on, but I didn't necessarily like it. If that makes sense, you know, it would just be like, oh, this is on, like, and there's nothing else on, totally. Like, I'll watch this right now. So, and a lot of that stuff, Tailspin, a lot of that stuff was like that for me. It was just like, oh, this is on, like, I'll watch this.
Oh man,
but, yeah,
those are my breakfast hits before I went to school.
Oh yeah, when I used to watch Mighty Max before school.
And that was one of the shows that you just described for me. I didn't really.
It was just on.
Yeah, it was just on.
How
I didn't have any of his toys. I think I had one of his toys. I think it came through McDonald's, but
yeah, I didn't have any toys.
I didn't mess with Mighty Max too much.
I liked the show. It was pretty intense. It was episodic.
Was it? Did it follow? Like it followed? Like it wasn't just like sitcom. It like actually continued from the previous episode and shit.
It was like. It had like fillers, but it was pretty episodic. Like it had like like you were building up to something, whatever that was. I don't remember, but I remember being very like, I have to watch the next episode. Or maybe it wasn't episodic. Maybe I just got caught up in like, you know, some to be continued episodes back to back to back or some shit. I don't remember. It felt like that's probably what it was. It was like intense, and I was like, oh shit, this is deep. You know? And then I watched RoboCop in the morning. RoboCop.
It was a cartoon. I had to think. I was like, what?
Yeah, it was pretty trash.
I'm sure.
Well, because, you know, like back then they would make kids TV shows off of rated R properties.
Yeah.
It would just be like, yeah, we made RoboCop. Like, yeah, you know, the movie's totally rated R, and it's like the shit. So, like, let's make a cartoon for kids.
Right.
Such a good time.
The 90s. No filter. No
80s,
censor.
The 90s.
Yes.
But yeah, man.
But yeah, like, did you beat the water level after you played, whatchamacallit again? Turtles?
Bro, I turned that shit on for like 2 minutes.
So no.
And,
Damn, even as an adult, you couldn't.
Died as Leonardo and was like,
because that's the only character you could play as.
No, after it switches, like, you got to pick the next character. Like, it's like, oh,
yeah,
like,
I hated that. It's like every level devoted to a character. I'm like, let me just pick who I want. I just want to be Donnie. That's the only person I wanted to be. But
I was not like trying to, play this game. I was just like, oh, this terrible game. Well, one, it was like, I don't know which Turtles this is, because again, it was just like TMNT, and that could be anything. But it did have Turtles Tournament Fighter, the NES version, which I had never played. I only played the Super Nintendo version.
I didn't know there was an NES version.
Yeah.
Oh, it was probably garbage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh shit, Turtles Tournament Fighters, this has SNES games on here. And I was like, okay, I might keep this. And I opened it and I was like, nah, dog.
It was definitely 8-bit.
It was 8-bit as shit, bro. I was like, I'm not even going to attempt this shit. And then I think I was like, oh shit, yeah, there is an NES version of Turtles Tournament Fighters. But I, at that point, I had SNES, so. But yeah, bro, it was cheeks. This is what it looks like.
Yeah, I had it on Sega.
This is what.
I had no idea it was on NES, dude.
Yeah, it
like
was.
None.
Yeah.
Konami,
bro. Konami made.
And for those of y'all that's listening right now, not watching the YouTube version, he actually pulled up this trash, which is the 8-bit version of Tournament Fighters, and it showed Konami. So Konami just has a special place in my heart. We talked about that last week on episode 29. So,
yo, and then
I offer you Turtles challenge.
There's an A right there, just looks like a B.
I have my notes on the half of the screen, so it just. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh man, this is the type of shit that like I show my kids, and they're just like, "Yo, you played this shit?" And I'm like,
No, I don't blame them at this point.
And I had a great time.
For this, they put the colors in there. That's nice. They put blue for Leonardo.
Yeah. And they were different shades of green as well, in this game, because they were on the SNES version. Casey Jones. Damn, why didn't he put his whole name on there? He's not in the SNES version.
Well, maybe he was exclusive. 1993, isn't that when Nintendo was like, not Nintendo, NES was like fading out?
Probably. I mean, I had a SNES in 92. I got a SNES in 92. Actually, I don't remember when I got a SNES. But I did not have Turtles Tournament Fighters on SNES at all. I mean, on NES. I had it on SNES.
Did anyone at that point in 1993?
It still had the same movesets.
With 2 buttons. No triggers.
Yeah, man. So I was just trying to find. I would think they'd had Turtles 2 on there, but then again, like it's like my patience wore out. It's like I'm not going through this list of 400 games. It was $25. Like,
oh, that wasn't a big one.
Yeah, I was just like, you know what?
You made some kid happy and nostalgic.
Oh, nah, he's probably going to be like, what is this garbage?
Yeah, like my nephew, I told you, like before the show started, like, my nephew got a Vita version of what you got from that carnival / circus / whatever.
Hell on Earth. / my company.
Yeah, it had like all these
to
games
be about people who hate me. Go ahead.
It had all these like preloaded games on it too, but it had more. It was past NES, but he played it for like a day. And he was like, "Uncle John, where's your Switch?" I was like, "It's downstairs. Go whatever."
I ain't even gonna torture you no more, Playboy. Go ahead and go get that Switch. Yeah, man. But
loved it for like 2 hours.
Yeah.
But speaking of brothers in arms because talked about turtles. You met a friend online.
Yeah.
Playing Overwatch yesterday.
Yeah.
How did that go?
So I met PS
you put this whole shit out there.
33. Yeah, because I don't know how to. Was it P Silves 33? P Silves 33. So I was playing Overwatch.
Of course.
As per usual.
And I apologize in advance. I'm sorry at the top of this because, I was outside and dealing, with personal shit, talking on the phone. And you text me. He's like, why do you suck getting on when you say getting on? I'm like, my bad.
But, yeah, because John will always be like, I'm getting on in 5 minutes. And it'll be like
20 minutes
and a half later.
That's an exaggeration, folks. It'll be like 20 minutes. But no, it did be a long time. Yeah, I apologize.
It's all good,
because you would have never left. Met piece of shit 33.
Oh, I still would have. I still would have because literally what happened was like, yeah, they were pushing up, and the rest of the team was dead, and I had died, or no, I had left. I bamfed out of there with Moira by your side, hey. And
Moira.
So as a healer, I asked everyone to fall back, because
that's a thing now.
Yeah,
you could say that.
Yeah. So he sends me this message, and he just says I'm trash AF.
Oh, you didn't tell me that part. I thought you just said trash. He didn't say you were trash as.
Yeah. And I was just like, so. We're going to have fun with this, okay? So people who are, just negative Nancy's, John.
Toxic
douchebags, John, who messaged me, they will forever be enshrined on our show. So P Silves 33, I after he said that to me, I just responded to him and said, "Oh, look, a new friend." And I asked him what he's been playing lately. It's what we do, right? What you been playing all day, bruh? We'll get to that in a second.
Fair.
And I told him we're going to be best friends, and I told him I've been waiting for someone to message me something, and he's the one, and this is going to be great. And so he told me to sit the F down, trash bag. He capitalized the T in trash bag. So and
grammar.
Yeah, like listen, I'm proud of him. And in post production, John, I guess I'll just put this up in this. We'll be able to see it be able to see his gamer tag and everything on YouTube and. So I told him, he'll be on the show. I told him thank you for the free content. This morning I wished him a good morning this morning. So
that was nice of you.
Yeah, man, it's just going to kind of be a thing every day.
This is such a B. Pendleton thing of you.
I'm petty as shit. I'm so sorry.
Oh, beyond. I told you I just leave this boy alone. No.
No, I'm petty as shit. Yesterday, on my way to, I guess the Grand Wizards Circus.
That's what it's called?
I guess pretty much. It seemed like it. So I'm on my way, and, I'm driving, in Atlanta, and, I'm doing, over the speed limit. I'm not cutting anyone off.
Okay.
Do around a cool 80 miles an hour on average,
Oh, okay, illegal. Okay.
Yeah, anything over 80 in and around Atlanta. In Georgia, it's an automatic ticket. So I try to keep 80, sure. 79. I wasn't bothering anyone. This guy goes around me in a gold minivan, John, from Indiana, no less, and gives me the finger.
Nice.
And I'm just like, I didn't cut you off. I wasn't in your way. Like, you were behind me. Well, maybe you decided to make a move and I made a move and that,
So everybody yesterday was like, and we have one of these words. We're PG-13 folks,
Yes.
so I'm gonna use it now. So you just had a bumper sticker that said, "Just please fuck with me today." Like yesterday, like you just had the Overwatch idiot. Then you have this guy and this gold.
Then in the gold minivan from Indiana. And John, so he gave me the finger and went around me on my right side. So on the his driver's side was facing my passenger side. So he goes around me because again, like I'm not speeding. There's room for people to move. I didn't cut him off or anything. So he gives me the finger, John, and then he gets in front of me, and then I was in the far left lane, but then the lane after the left lane is the HOV lane. Y'all got HOV lanes up there in DC? So we don't have HOV lanes in Philly. I didn't know what HOV lanes were until I moved down here. So anyone doesn't know the HOV lane, it is Jay-Z's lane, right? It's Hove's lane.
Hove.
Nah, but it's the lane for was it carpool? It's a carpool lane.
It's carpool lane, yeah.
Or motorcycles.
And it says 2 or 3 or whatever. Yeah. That's how the amount of people you're supposed to have in your car. Basically you weren't supposed to be in it.
Right.
Or whatever. Yeah.
So I wasn't in that lane. So when he went around me, he got over again to the left. But then there was like someone in front of me. So John, I went all the way to the right lane.
Awesome.
This is a 5-lane highway, John. I went all the way to the right lane. I went around everyone, and I have a pretty fast car. So I caught up with him, 2 dudes in a car, John, you know what I'm saying? I pulled past them. I gave him the brick, John. I was like, and they was like,
you gave him the Luigi shit, or that Luigi gift.
I gave him the straight Luigi brick, dog. You know what I'm saying? I looked at both of them, and then I backed off, and then they sped up, and then I went around more cars, and then I got even closer to them, John, and they wouldn't look at me. Yo, do not come to this city. And I was in Atlanta at that point. Like I was in Atlanta, and I was in a part of Atlanta, like where those off ramps, those exit ramps and entrance ramps is not a good part of Atlanta. So you don't come from Indiana in your gold, minivan and give people the finger in a city where you shouldn't just give random people the finger. Like,
well, we don't know how they roll in Indiana. We don't,
John, we about to make this rated R.
Okay.
Out of John. Okay. Okay, let's keep it 100. You know what I mean?
I mean,
there's nothing that they could have done. 2-on-1.
I'm just saying, be careful, yo. John. That's all I'm saying.
Nah, I'm careful. They need to be careful. That's, that was the warning. Listen, they were scared. They were scared as shit. That's the warning. Don't go to places where you're not from, and act as if like, whatever you do when in the farmlands of Indiana, it's going to fly down here in Atlanta, Georgia. It's just not.
The farmlands,
bro. They look like some farmers.
Okay, we're gonna leave it at that.
Probably gonna cut all of this out.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we had an eventful week, as you hear.
Sorry, we spent a long time with that, but yeah.
Yeah, we apologize. It's okay, but hopefully y'all got y'all laughs. But today, we're gonna make this a little better.
Yeah.
What is happening today? There have been lots of rumblings of the Switch Pro, and it may be coming out sooner than you think. We will provide you all the details in a bit. That state of play, that you sent me. If y'all didn't see it, we got y'all covered. Stay tuned. We will talk about it and find out what got Brian, and come to find out, I've texted my wife about this before, but got both of y'all super excited.
Yep.
It's coming out soon.
Yes,
hopefully.
Sir. Hopefully, yeah. Sure.
And once upon a time, there was long before Game Pass, long before PS Now, long before GameFly, there was a magical place called BlockBuster.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about that, our favorite memories from that wondrous place and what kids this generation are missing out on. But before that, we have to do our usual rigmarole. Brian.
Yo.
Sir.
Mr.
Pendleton. What you been playing all day, bro?
Hey, man, I've been playing a little bit of the Game Pass,
Of course you have.
playing a game called Cyber Shadow, John,
Oh, this looks kind of nostalgic.
yeah, it's pretty nostalgic. Yeah, it's totally a NES style side scroller style Metroidvania, probably. At least I do know there's some segments of the Mega Man in there, John.
Ooh, I like Mega Man.
Because when I defeated the first boss, I took his power, and he was like, my power, and I was like, yeah, dog, I got it.
Was that him right there that's showing right now?
That's the main character, I guess.
Oh,
I don't know.
Because who are you playing as?
Because look what happens here, right? There's this explosion, and his hands go up, and he like disintegrates, and then he's like a robot. So I think this is him before he leaves this thing. So whatever happened before, now he's
okay,
Cyber Shadow.
Some Futurama shit going on. Oh, there's Bender right there.
Don't disrespect Bender like that, dog.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, so it's pretty much a NES side scroller. Has the same challenge, has the same type of, I don't have a double jump. Hopefully, maybe I'll get it later. But I was disappointed that there was no double jump, especially after playing. What was I playing with the double jump, John?
Recently, that looked like this.
Oh, that other game, the Getsu Fumiden, has double jump.
Oh yeah, how's that going?
What? Okay.
So status chamber, stasis. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So this is like kind of just stuff. I don't know. Just dialogue, I guess. But it's pretty cool, man.
Ryan's mortal enemy dialogue.
No, it's not true, John. It's just listen. I'm gonna keep it 100. I use Game Pass for content, okay? I use Game Pass to play games that I never would pay for.
I wouldn't sell yourself short like that. You do actually like some games on Game Pass.
Yeah, I haven't beat any of them though. I'm a standard Xbox player. I don't beat games.
No, never mind.
Just like your boy,
Oh my God. Anyway,
I brag about Game Pass, but don't actually beat games or play the good games on Game Pass. Like I just play Fall Guys and shit like that but yeah, Xbox is the greatest, somehow, but don't play the best Xbox games. All right, yeah, that makes sense. Greg and I are going to play Sea of Thieves.
Fired.
I told him.
He
downloaded it. So I'm
and
pretty
CJ hopefully.
Oh yeah, we got.
Did you friend CJ?
Yeah, yeah, I did, but I haven't played it. You know what it is, because it's not really jump in and jump out. Like it's like I have to plan to play that, like I can't. I feel like in order to
it's not Overwatch.
No, it's not that at all. Like I need to like be like, okay, like I need to book some time out of my day, you know what I'm saying, to play Sea of Thieves. And I like that, you know what I mean? I like that the amount of in-depthness that it has, at least for me, from a standpoint of managing the ship and all that stuff. And when you really get out in that water, John, you don't know where you are, bro. And I think I told you the last time I played it, I was playing with a guy who he didn't speak English. And that was a challenge because he obviously knew what to do.
I'm sure.
But I didn't know what I was doing, so like I felt really bad because he would like tell me things like in English, but like, one word, and I'd be like, I don't really know what you want me to do, bro. I'm sorry. I felt so bad. And then eventually he just left.
I'm surprised you didn't leave.
Well, I wanted to play. I wanted to, like You know, and CJ had said, like, you know, jump in there and play with people who already play. And, like, you know, and he was fine with me, but it obviously, like, the language barrier was probably too much. And I was just to liability like crazy. Like, we encountered, like, this big-ass, like, sea creature. And, like, I didn't know what to do. Like, I didn't know, you know, whether to attack it, and I didn't know how to. And I shot it with a harpoon, so then the ship was attached to it, and he got mad at me. And I was like, bro, I don't know. I'm so sorry. I didn't know that you told me to shoot. I saw a harpoon gun. I shot it, and then it was attached, and that was not a good thing to do, so. Sorry. But yeah. Cyber Shadow. This game's pretty cool.
So, are you gonna be playing this next week?
No. No. Again. This is what I use Game Pass for, you know. But
just content.
I mean, you know, and I'm going to keep playing games. Like, eventually there'll be a game that I'm like, okay, like I'm going to play this until completion. You know, technically Dragon Quest 11 would be that game, but I already downloaded and started playing on PS3, or PS4. Sorry.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, and I wish I had played it on here, but again, you know, we talked about sitting down at this chair, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, so yeah, maybe I'll keep playing. I tried to keep playing Getsu Fumiden, but the second level is just really hard, and again, it's not worth my time to put in that work when I don't really have to or want to, and there's other things I want to play, and you know, but again, like, Game Pass gives me the opportunity to be able to make that decision, and you know, PlayStation Now as well, but Game Pass is just better. It's just a better product, and from a standpoint of playing on my PC, and there just being a lot of games that I have to stream on PlayStation Now, I just feel like I'm enjoying Game Pass's setup better. So, but I do want to do a PlayStation Now Nirvana or a Game Pass Paradise for certain games that I'm liking. I didn't know what to do with that brick right there. I was just hitting that shit.
I would have too. It looks like you want to hit it.
Yeah. So
glowing and shit.
You know, Metroidvania shit, you know, so I'm sure I can come back to it later.
Yeah, you're a super fan of those.
Yeah. Yeah. So, John, I don't know. Maybe we'll do some sort of challenge, and I'll keep playing. But I didn't really have time to play anything like really in depth because I was, you know, at the circus. So
fine.
Yeah, dog. But that's what I've been playing, bro. Nothing fancy, nothing, you know. Just something I could quick jump in and jump out. I died.
Yeah, I'm just saying it's like, you know, super nostalgic looking. And,
oh, yeah.
Know, you say I have my nostalgic glasses on all the time. And
John,
I see you playing.
I'm playing
shit.
I'm playing multiple games, though, John. Not just playing one game.
Because, like, when I get invested, I get invested. Like,
no, I didn't.
100%.
I didn't, you know.
Yeah.
There's nothing, you know. I'm not invested in this. This is just something to play, you know.
No, it's like, even if you weren't, like, even if I wasn't, like, I played something like this, I'm like, oh my God, this is good. I would just try to beat my hardest to beat it until it, like, pisses me off. Then I'm like, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, with these Game Pass and PlayStation Now games, though, John, like, I think because, like, there is investment, but it's $14.99, you know, a month. There's no real investment for me. I got a power up right there, John.
We're going to talk about that later on the show compared to, you know, this nostalgic value of, you know, BlockBuster. How's it compare with that? So
yeah, dog.
We will discuss more about that. It looks like you were killing it on that, John.
Yeah. I didn't get to the boss fight on there because who cares?
Damn.
But, on that clip, I mean, it's like that clip's like 20 minutes. It's like
I care, Brian. Damn it.
I'll send it to you later. Shit. But yeah, the boss had some shurikens. I got them after I killed him. So.
Oh shit.
Yeah. It's whatever. Sir.
Yes.
What you been playing all day, bruh?
I am still, like I just stated, once I'm invested in the game,
right?
I try to see it through the end. Like I'm still playing Dragon Quest 11.
Good man.
Dude, when I say I thought I was close to beating it, usually when I beat a game, folks, I always send Brian the screenshot of the credits. I'm like, done. And that, that's it. He'd be like, damn. But yeah, like I thought it was it. And that Joe was like, yeah, no, psych. It's giving me very strong Final Fantasy VI vibes. If anybody's played and beaten Final Fantasy VI, there's a particular part in Final Fantasy VI midway through the game that's very close to what this is kind of emulating. Something happens where the party splits up.
Okay.
That's all I'm gonna say. And
doesn't that happen in like every RPG, in every video game?
No, not like this. No, I can't talk. I don't want to talk. I don't like spoiling shit. Yo.
Like when you had to fight that thing on the elevator in Shinra Tower and they split the team up.
No, that's different. That's different than what I'm talking about. Okay, something happens. I face what I thought was the final boss, it is the final boss. I face the final boss.
Okay.
He does something, and then everybody just splits the hell up. And everybody has to find each other, like solo. Not like you take Barrett, Tifa, go over there, Aerith, and Red. It's not like that. It's like, everybody's on there. It's like, if Sephiroth won, then Aerith is by herself, Cloud is by himself, Tifa is by herself, Barrett is by himself, and you have to find each other. That's what this is.
But did Sephiroth really lose?
Yes.
But he's
at the end.
But in our hearts and minds, he's still there, right?
Yeah. Thanks, Smash.
He's one of my most iconic villains of all time, regardless of genre and or game, John.
Have you played Final Fantasy VI?
No, but the dude outside weed whacking, can you hear that?
I cannot.
Hey, okay. No, I have not played Final Fantasy VI.
He has shit on Kefka, yo. Okay. I'm sorry. Come at me.
No.
Night 9000 at Instagram. I'm sorry. Sephiroth has shit on Kefka, yo. Kefka won. But I don't want it to end, yo. I love this game. I love it so much. I love every character. I just love games that hit me in the feels. You know what I mean? Like I love anything that just triggers my emotions, happy, angry, sad, more so happy because I want to be happy while I'm playing the game.
Right.
Like Persona 4 Golden. That's why it's my favorite game of all time. It hits me. Persona 4 Golden hits you right where you need to be hit at the right moment.
Okay.
And that's what this game is giving me. I love it. I love games that just ultimately make me I feel like I'm playing the game. Like Dragon Quest 11 makes me feel like I'm a kid again, honestly.
Really?
Yeah.
Makes you feel like you still got the cord attached to the NES sitting on the floor.
Like shit. Yeah.
Legged,
For sure. And it's just an amazing game to me. I'm mad I didn't play it when it first came out. And I thank you for introducing me to this game because you was like, John, I think you would like this game. I don't know. You like JRPGs? Oh, okay, shit, F it. Let's play it. And I played it. I've been hooked. You were past me, yo.
Yeah.
At one point.
Yeah, but I gotta get back in, man.
Yeah, you do. It's the story gets dark. I know it starts happy and all this other stuff.
I've been waiting for that.
It happens.
I was going to ask you if it goes from being a second grade, story and if it, grows up a bit because
it grows up.
Okay, cool.
In front of your eyes, like immediately. Like it goes from 3 to 21. Like it goes.
From diapers to being able to purchase alcohol.
Just like I will take your chick right now. Yeah, for sure. But the 35th anniversary happened.
Yes.
This week,
yes.
ironically. May 27th it happened. You had to hit me to this because I was so enveloped in that game. You know what I mean? Like, but yeah, they announced some heavy hitters. Yeah, they announced 6 games. Dragon Quest Keshi Keshi, which is Dragon Quest Erase. I don't really know. It looks like a puzzle. I don't know. A puzzle game type. I don't know. Dragon Quest Treasures, which has your boy Eric and I'm not going to say this character's name because I don't want to spoil. Anybody that hasn't played Dragon Quest 11, I am the most spoiler-free person. I want people to be genuinely surprised. So it's Eric and this other person. It's a female. That's what I'm going to say. They have a spinoff game.
Okay.
Yeah, I know you liked Eric. I know you were a fan. I know he wasn't your favorite. Yeah, Eric's my guy too.
Is it still a JRPG, this spinoff, or is it same genre?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. They're like kids. So, you know, that kind of worries me about Eric. So I don't know.
Fighter and shit.
Yeah, you know, he's just looting. If you like looters, I think this is the game for you. But it's a spinoff of course, Dragon Quest 11. It's just Eric and her. They're doing a Dragon Quest 3 2D HD remake.
Okay.
You know, when I say 2D HD, think Octopath Traveler.
Yeah.
You know how they did that little
2Ds on the 3D backgrounds.
Yeah, that little plane. Yeah.
Like Final like PS1.
Not like that, but like, you know, everything's 2D, but like they have 3D elements. Like if you play Octopath Traveler, if you do a certain move, like the camera does this weird thing, like it pans. Yeah. And then they have a new expansion for Dragon Quest Twin, which hasn't been localized here yet. Just find
10.
Yeah. You know, and you hit me to that before this because I had no idea that wasn't localized. Because you know, Dragon Quest 11 is like my first Dragon Quest ever. And yeah, that's getting a new expansion. Offline version of Dragon Quest 10 is coming. And the Big Kahuna Dragon Quest 12 is coming out.
Okay, yeah. That, and I heard that was changing a lot of things up.
Yeah, it's getting darker. They said it's getting darker and more adult. So you know, like I said about this current one, you know, starts off, you know, sunshine and rainbows and everybody's goofy and all this stuff. Then it takes a little turn. But I think this one is going to be the dark one. Even a little intro they did for Dragon Quest. They showed no gameplay of it. Yeah. It just a little graphic alone. I was like, okay, this looks like it's going to be deep. And yeah, like I like how they did the anniversary special. They did it like a talk show thing because you said you didn't did you see any of it?
Nah, not yet.
Yeah, it was good how they did it. I like how they did it like a talk show thing. Like the guy was hosting, like the director was sitting in like you know, picture Conan O'Brien.
Yeah, like
you know, Conan. Yeah, like he's sitting at the desk, and then like the guest is sitting in like a chair. That's how they did it. Yeah, I thought that was really cool.
I saw that, and I was like, I don't know what this is, and didn't think it was going to be like gameplay. So I was like, yeah, I don't really want to watch this right now during the time that I saw it. So I'm gonna go check it out though, because I downloaded Dragon Quest Builders 2 on Game Pass.
Yeah.
So check that out. I had played the demo on PS4 at one point, so I thought it was pretty cool.
What was it? What is it?
It's just like it's just a builder. So it's like it's almost like a Minecraft with like a story, I think. You know, it is Dragon Quest Builders. Let's look at it. But I think I'm glad that you're into Dragon Quest, bro. Like, cause
dude, and it's all thanks to you. I would have never.
Yeah, I think it's really cool because, like I said last week, I love like when you haven't like delved into something, and I haven't either. But it's like, yo, you probably would like this show. Like, you know, check this out because you love RPGs. You know, you love good stories. Like
JRPGs.
Exactly. Yeah, you love JRPGs, and I've heard good things about it. You know, I just never I had kind of stopped playing JRPGs for pretty much period, So
I mean, yeah, they're lengthy games, so it's understandable.
Yeah, but that's why I want to get back into 11 because I haven't beaten one in probably 2+ decades.
You totally could have. Like, I could have totally walked you through Persona 5, like hand in hand.
Yeah, you know what it was with Persona? Persona requires a lot of you.
Yeah.
And so like that's why I like Dragon Quest because it's more I want to say basic, but it is more basic.
You know what game I think you would like though?
What?
Like no bullshit. I think you would like Yakuza Like a Dragon.
Yeah, I want to play that.
I
too.
think it's so good. Tommy has mine right now.
Oh yeah, he's digging it.
Oh my god, he's in love, yo. Yeah. I was like, Brian would love this game.
But this is
especially if you played I never played a Yakuza in my life. I played that. I was like, this game is freaking amazing.
Yeah, I mean, it's completely different than the other Yakuzas, but this is builders. I don't know. It's weird.
Well, but so what are you doing? Like what are you doing underwater right now?
I have no idea. I don't know. I played the demo, like I said, and all I knew was build this structure, and I was doing that. But there's a story, and it has a battle system. So it's not like you can. It's just I don't know, John.
I like how they reuse the same. These enemies are in Dragon Quest 11 that you just went up against.
Yeah. I mean, it's a Dragon Quest universe, so it's a builder, and I'm trying to think of. Oh shit! I'm trying to think of what else, what other builders there are. I can't think of any off the top of my head, and I know that there's
Minecraft.
Yeah, but this is less Minecraft, and I guess more it reminds me more of you see the farming and stuff like that, like Harvest Moon, and so it has elements of like I said the building, but it's not like a Minecraft. But it is like a Minecraft. You could play co-op with this, I guess. So that's cool, which I'll never do. But
is it okay? Never mind. I was about to say it's a crossplay.
Probably not. I mean, I
was about to say if this is Switch, I'm all in.
Well, just I don't even know if this is on Switch. I think this is only on. Is it on Switch?
I need it for it to be on Switch.
Remember when Square Enix was just Squaresoft?
Yes.
Hilarious.
Oh my god.
Oh, looks like it might be on Switch. I guess the first one's on there. Oh no, because there's your boy right there.
Yeah, my boy Beat 'em Ups. Shout out to Beat 'em Ups. I like Beat 'em Ups. I'm a fan.
Yeah, so it says he's been addicted. So yeah, it's on there. You know what, John? Maybe I'll. I was thinking about, purchasing another Switch or actually going to grab mine. Can you hear that, John?
No, I don't.
All
but
right, cool.
You should hold out on that because
what, John?
Word on the street is that we will be getting a Switch Pro very soon. Like before E3, we're gonna get news, and before Summer Game Fest. So, what we do know about the Switch Pro is that it will have a 7-inch Samsung developed 720p OLED display.
Still going with the 720?
They still going with the 720 from what I heard, yo. Improved graphics, improved processing power. According to Bloomberg, Nintendo was asking developers to make games 4K ready docked.
Okay.
That'll be too much 4K in your hand.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I have it on my phone, but not on.
It's they're not ready
type of it's a different type of power consumption to play actual games in 4K in handheld versus phone videos and movies.
Yeah, that'll be a lot. For that. But the rumor mill stating is that it will release as early as October and November. That's the rumors. Don't quote us, please. And now my question to you, B, is And this, with you saying what you just said,
What up?
should people go and buy a Switch now, or should they hold out for the news on the Switch Pro?
People should go and buy a Switch now if they want a Switch. Mostly so I don't have a hard time getting, a Switch Pro in the future. Because if COVID still hasn't, like, when are we going to start seeing PS5s and Xboxes in store? I think you can get an Xbox Series S in store, though.
When people Jordan stop existing.
Well, I mean, like, no, at this point, like, we should, at this point, we got all this stuff. Pretty much a lot of stuff is opening back up. So, at first it was like the fear of people congregating in line to get, PS5 or Xbox Series. We don't really, Georgia's never closed. So, we don't, I don't know how it is in other places, but,
Yeah, we definitely were.
Yeah. So hopefully there's, hopefully they say you can go to a store and purchase one, and it not just be, you have to deal with throngs of, the scalpers and shit,
It's just like, those bots are still going to exist. They existed before COVID. So it's like they just came more forefront. They got exposed during COVID, but
yeah, they got exposed during COVID because you couldn't walk in a store to buy one, and the only reason why they did that was because of COVID. So if I can walk into a store and buy, I don't know, you should be able by this time, I know there's like crazy constraints, but like they should start sending the shit to stores and not just it being order only. It's ridiculous.
I agree. But yeah, if you want to, my thing is, if you want to Switch right now, if there's a game you really want, be it Astral Chain, be it Smash, that's the reason I bought my Switch. There's, Mario Kart, anything. If there's a reason why you want to buy it, just get it. We don't know. We don't know how much difference it will be if you're not a big, like, 4K 1080p difference type of person, just get it. Now that brings me to my next question. Do you think this is going to be a new system, or is it going to be like an upgrade of the Switch? Like, will there be just exclusive Switch Pro games?
I don't know. I think if they were to do that, then it would need to not be like the Switch Pro. Because I feel like when you put the word Pro, like, similar, like, iPhone, iPhone 12, iPhone 12 Pro, they're still the same phone. Right. They still have the same, capabilities, like one might have a better screen, better camera, but the experience is still exactly the same. So I imagine Nintendo being the iterative type of company that they are, where they just iterate on, on their devices, especially their handhelds. I imagine, this will be just another iteration on the original Switch. So I don't think you get games that can't run on, the current generation of Switch, whether the Switch or Switch Lite, unless, obviously like certain games you can't play on Switch Lite because of the controllers, the Joy-Cons, but I imagine it'll still be in the same family that it's in now. So you won't have to worry about like, oh, I can't get anything. I can't get the older version because then I'll like miss out on like some games, but maybe they will. But I would hope that they wouldn't call it the Switch Pro, because that would be very confusing if people, bought Switch Pro games or thought that their regular Switch is still compatible. Yeah. So I don't know, bro. But
they did Xbox One Series X, S, whatever. That's confusing.
It is. To me. But they're still the same. They still play the same games. They
have Game Pass. So
yeah. But even still, like everything can run on everything. So
yeah,
I think it'll still be in the same family, similar to that Series S and X, where it's just like these games play on both. You get a better experience on this one, but you're not like there isn't going to be maybe in the future, there isn't going to be like, oh, because you have, you know, a regular Switch, you won't be able to play this game because it's only on the Switch Pro. I don't see them doing that.
So you think it's gonna be like a la PS4 Pro and PS4?
Yeah, or like, you know, DS Lite, you know what I mean, or DS XL, you know, where it's the same family, but it's just like a different device within the family and has, you know, different accoutrement, you know, than the other ones, you know.
Now it's funny because Amazon Mexico accidentally posted it. They have since took it down, of course, but yeah, they accidentally posted the Switch Pro on their website.
That dude got fired.
Oh, for sure. I was like, you're out of a job. But yeah, like they accidentally posted it up, and people were like, what? And just hit the news. So
Nintendo is probably
so I think it's gonna be soon. I think it's gonna hit stores around, you know, do not quote all day I play radio, folks. But I assume that's gonna be out Black Friday.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, you said they're supposed to say something before E3, which is this month, so
a couple weeks.
I imagine, John, like if they
by the end of this week, I think they're gonna drop some news.
I don't think they'll push it till I don't think you'll have to wait 5 months for that thing.
You think so?
No.
You think it's gonna be earlier?
I think
like October.
Nintendo usually is like, you know, like no, it'll probably be available like later this month. It's Nintendo, you know, like. I love that about Nintendo because they don't do that shit where it's just like you wait and wait and wait and wait. It's like, yeah, we got this product. It's about to come out next week. So
yeah, I love Nintendo. Yeah,
I appreciate that. I don't love them
though. Okay, but who you do love is PlayStation. Yeah,
I do love PlayStation.
You know, so the most recent State of Play kicked off with Matthias de Jonge. Yeah. For those of you who do not know who that is, if I butchered your name, I am sorry, Matthias. He is the director of none other than the Horizon Forbidden West, and I think he wasn't he the director for Horizon Zero Dawn?
I don't know,
but he's for sure the director of Horizon Forbidden West. You can catch a video on YouTube right now. It's about 20 minutes. It's 15 minutes of actual gameplay, but bro, I didn't beat Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yeah, because it's open world.
But this game looks beautiful, yo.
Yeah, Matthias is the director on that one, on both.
Okay, cool. Through the entire special, I couldn't believe how gorgeous it was, yeah. Like I just was like it was just jaw-droppingly good looking.
Yeah, and it's still on PS4 too. So
yeah, I didn't know that. I thought it was just gonna be a PS5 thing.
So you wonder if it was PS5 only.
Yeah, that did.
How much better it would look. Like if you don't have to worry about old SKUs, right? And I mean, maybe they figured out some sort of scaling technology. I know Xbox does a great job at it, but Sony's usually not, you know, software is not their thing. But it's not. Unless they figure out like some like crazy scaling thing, you know, I do wish for the day when PS4 is no longer something to have to develop for as well as the new console. And I know that's like an old generation guy type of thing, you know, as Xbox, you know, makes all their Game Pass stuff work on everything, which, you know, again, like I feel like it's just a weird move. It's just a weird move to do that because then no matter how far we go in the future, you know, everything Game Pass, right, day and date has to run on all. So I don't know. If stuff has to run on regular PlayStations and stuff has to run on, you know, regular Xbox Ones, like, you know, kind of like, I don't know, it's not, I don't want to say it's not next gen enough, but it's, you know, I still wonder, like, damn, like, what could they do if they just focused on the new machines and not the old ones as well, right? So, but yes, it is gorgeous, John.
Oh my God.
Like, there's like an underwater scene, which.
And let me tap on that right quick. Like, you know, the soundtrack itself, like, you know, it went from if those of you haven't seen the trailer, it goes from her, traversing, and then her hiding, and then her fighting, and then her jumping in the water to escape or whatever. And then she gets into some shit under there. Like the soundtrack matches every moment of what I just described. Like the soundtrack just matches what she's going through, and I thought that was, to me, immaculate. Like it flowed nice. Like it flowed with her movements. And I'm just a fan. I'm just a sucker for good soundtracks.
Yeah,
Persona, and like that.
The first game had a really good soundtrack.
Yeah, it did for sure. And before I called it quits on that, I loved the soundtrack on that one. But this is the part of the show where I have some questions for Brian.
What up, dog?
Dude. So, with those who have played Horizon, who have seen the trailer, do you care to discuss what was transpiring during this video?
I don't know. I mean, they just kind of really just, I feel like they just really went for like a gameplay trailer, like kind of show you, how it looks, some of her new moves. They showed that like holograph hang glider thing, which is kind of cool. Okay. They showed, it looks like some new melee combat there, John. Looked like there was a combo in there versus the basic melee that they had in the first game, which was very uninspiring. What it was.
And that was one of my questions. Like, did you peep any new gadgets or weapons from Aloy?
So she had that one, like that sticky trap thing that she shot at that one like elephant looking thing. I forget what it's called. Something tusk. So she shoots that and it like makes him like sticky, and that looked really cool. That looked like, I was like, oh shit, it looks like Taffy, like that's
with the little slingshot. Was that part of that?
Yeah. So she has a slingshot in the first one, but this looks like it's a new attack.
Advanced.
You see the destruction of, you see the destroyed Golden Gate Bridge. So I find that really cool, because that was one thing in the first game. Like, I didn't know where I was. Like, I knew I was somewhere in the U.S., but like it didn't look like anything that I could identify.
Right.
And off the top of my head, I don't remember where it took place in the first one.
So, like, speaking of the first one, if you haven't beaten Horizon Zero Dawn, I'm sorry, but just skip the next minute and a half. Where did Zero Dawn leave Aloy to bring in to this new one?
Oh, you know what, John? Honestly, y'all don't even got to turn it off, because I don't remember. I got to play it again.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Oh damn!
I got to play it again. I know at the end of the game, and also too, John, like, I'm not gonna, like, Horizon has a really good story.
Yeah, that's why I was like, skip the next 2 minutes, because I don't want, like, it was so good when I was getting into it before I, like I said, quit. The story was really good. It was there. It was meaty. It was great. I didn't want anybody to be spoiled by that.
Yeah, do not, like, if you could, if you haven't played it, watch a walkthrough. I know I'm going to play it over again, John, because like I said, there's a lot, because that came out 2017.
You played Frozen Wilds as well, didn't you?
I didn't play it. I started it, and then like I just kind of was playing other stuff. That game came out 4 years ago, so it's just a lot of games that I've played since then that and I liked Horizon a lot, but the story wasn't really, it was really good, but it wasn't memorable, I guess, for me.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, again, I don't know. I like the gameplay more in that game. Like, I got hype in that game, and then I got to a point where I felt unstoppable and I could take on anything. And I got her awesome armor that you find, which I wonder how they're going to, like, talk about that, because that thing's, like, indestructible. It's like, so I wonder how they'll, like, bridge that. But yeah, if you haven't played Horizon, and you have a PlayStation or the ability to, or if you don't have it, watch a walkthrough or something. It's a really good story. Or the characters. Aloy is a great character. The dude, what's his name, Rost, who died. Sorry, he's a great character. But for a lot of it, you kind of just came across random people, and there weren't really that many like characters that stayed with her, if that makes sense. And I think that's just due to the nature of how they wrote that story, and her kind of really having to save humanity. But man, they got my man on there from what's his name? Damn, I forget his name. The dude from he's in John Wick. He's always
John Wick.
He's always at the black dude. He's always at the desk.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, he's in
the one
there.
that gave him the shotgun in John Wick 3, blew his head off.
I didn't see John Wick 3. I didn't even. Did I? Yeah, I saw John Wick 2. Damn, there's John Wick 3.
John Wick 3 was the bomb.
All right, I gotta see that now. All right, I'll find that today and watch it. Since I got one day off after working 10 straight days. Thank you.
It's on HBO Max, isn't it?
Ooh, I might have to watch that today.
It might be. I don't know. Okay, final question.
What up,
for my questions for Brian about Horizon Horizon in general. How do you feel about her appearance, yo? Because a lot of people on Twitter are not feeling her appearance. Is she like the same age? Is it set in the future, more so in the future, or?
I think it's only like 6 months after the first game or something like that, or 6 weeks or something like that. The way she looks, I have no problem with. I mean, like I think she looks incredible. I think, the wrinkles in her forehead, the wrinkle in between her eyebrows, her freckles, her skin. Like, I think she looks fine. I don't know, man. Like that thing that you sent me, and like I guess like someone made her to look like a model. It's just like, wow. No, like
that was absolute bullshit. And when I saw that, I was like,
I'm sorry. No one
play Barbie.
No one has makeup in
dystopia.
Like no one's looking at mirrors and putting on lipstick and eyeliner and all this other shit. Like, if you have a problem with a female character, what you feel that they don't look like, you have a serious objectifying of women.
Like, play
problem.
Catwoman.
Like, you have like if you objectify women to that extent that you feel like your video game character needs to be attractive in your eyes, you have serious problems, bro. Like, and there's no real argument to like kind of combat that. Like,
no.
Like, it doesn't matter what video game character I'm playing as. None of them are like I'm not looking at any of them in a way that's
sexualized.
I sexualize them. They're video game characters,
Exactly.
Just do they have a good story? Do they have a good are they believable? Are they likable? That's all that matters. What they look like, like, yo, calm down, yo. Like, don't play video games if that's the thing. Like, go just straight Pornhub all day. That's all you do. That's all you do. Like, do not take your time to make a picture, and then it's not even her face.
All right, at all. That looks like some Disney princess shit.
Yeah.
And, we're gonna post it on our post, on the page. I will.
Yep.
Shit. All day I play radio on Instagram. That after this episode drops, we will post it so you can reference what the hell we're talking about. That this clown put up, but. It was completely ridiculous how they try to, like, no one going through what she's going through. And he referenced Ellie too from Last of Us. Nobody's going to look like a supermodel after what the hell they're going through.
No.
Especially Ellie.
Yeah.
What?
It's just like, I'm here because I'm here to play this game. The subject matter is grim, right? Like,
right.
I'm not going to look at the character and be like, yo, why isn't she?
She's not hot enough.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, bro, like, literally, why? If that is your thought process when you play video games, you probably shouldn't play video games.
No, matter of fact, if that is your thought process, please reference the map, send it to us, and show us where there's a Sephora or Mac on the map. where they can go get this done. Like, get the hell out of here, yo. Like, like it's when we have a strong female protagonist, this is what we get. This is the problem.
So
and this is similar to what you were talking about at the top of the show.
Like, am I supposed to look for the blown out Alta? You know what I'm saying? Like
seriously,
is that
Alta?
Is that a part of the my RPG stats where a part of my inventory? I found eyeliner, and I found lipstick, and I found foundation.
Yeah.
Like, no, that's not what this is. Like that. If you want that, listen. My 5-year-old daughter plays makeup games on her phone all the time. So if that's what you want, you can download that on your phone. But don't be like weird and say like a character who's kicking ass and is a dope ass female protagonist that she's not pretty enough.
And 18. You're like 40. Like, chill out, like show us a map where there's a Ulta, a Sephora, or a Mac, and then we'll be like, okay,
gotta fast travel to Mac. You know what I'm saying? Gotta pull it up on the map. Fast travel to. Oh, they do got a JC Penney's here, and they got a Sephora in there. So I found it on the map. Let me mark it on my map and fast travel. Yo, go
shit. This is why
Go masturbate on your pillow like you are straight garbage.
Okay.
The way women look in dystopia games, the way women look in video games, period. Yo, who cares?
Who cares? They're starting to make Lara Croft look rough. So it's like, it is what it is.
It is what it is. Like,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
But, and speaking of that nostalgic chick,
right?
Let's talk about our nostalgia right quick. Let's just woosah for a bit because that got me upset. But BlockBuster,
yes,
was a place I would find all the Tomb Raider games. Now, thegamer.com posted a very interesting article about how streaming services compare to going up to your local Blockbuster to pick up a good flick or a game and have a blast for those next 3 days. B and I are about to age ourselves here. B already dropped his age. I'm 36. F it. We're here. But personally, I loved the feeling. There was a Blockbuster right up the street from me. It was Errol's. I don't know if anybody knows what Errol's is. No. It was a thing before. Yeah, it might have been a DC Maryland, Virginia thing. Yeah, it might have been. DMV. But it was a DMV thing before Blockbuster took over, and that was just a huge conglomerate. Everybody named Mother knows what. There's one in Alaska. I think that's the last standing one.
I think it's in Oregon. Oh yeah, I don't know. I watched. There's a documentary on Netflix about it.
You told me about that. I still haven't watched it. I need to watch it.
It's really good.
Yeah, I just it was literally a 2-minute walk for me. I just would go up there. My mom and I would just it was super sweet. And my mom and I would just go up there, and I would just be praying every step of the way, hoping they have what I want. But yeah, like if they didn't have it, there was one I'm on 13th Street. Just imagine DC, with numbers and letters.
Right.
So it was on 13th Street, off of 13th Street, Georgia Avenue. We would just go to 16th Street because there was another Blockbuster there. If they didn't have that one, we had to drive to. But yeah, I was just praying, please let them have Clay Fighter. Please let them have Clay Fighter. Something like that. I'm like, please let them have it. Now, how do you think it stands up? Like, what do you think the kids of today know about Game Pass and PS Now compared to do you think they will last if they went through what we went through with Blockbuster and Hollywood Video and stuff like that?
I don't know, man. I mean, if you think about it, we kind of were in a microwave generation as kids, but my kids now are just if they want something, they have it at the palm of their hand, essentially,
Right.
But they don't like to wait for things to download. So
that's the thing. Like that instant gratification they're, they're kind of used to. And then, with us, we had to go there and be like, damn, MK2 is out.
Yeah.
Shit. What can we get? You know, that little case behind the actual case is gone.
Yeah, like, no. And you walk up to the front. Hey, yo, anybody drop off Mortal Kombat 2 yet, bro? Can you check in the bin?
Oh, you did that?
I worked I worked at BlockBuster, John.
Oh shit! Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I hated that place.
What?
Yeah.
Oh man.
I got paid like $5.85 an hour.
I mean, it was the 90s. That was a minimum wage. Then I think, wasn't it?
No, and it wasn't the 90s. It was in the 2000s.
Oh yeah, it was. Oh shit, it was the 2000s.
But
no.
But yeah,
how old were you
when I worked at the Buster? I was
the Buster.
I was 18, 19.
Oh, okay, yeah, it was the 2000s. My bad.
But before that, when I was a kid and I would go to rent games, I would rent games. There was no BlockBuster until I got older in our area. So before that, there was West Coast Video, where when I was a kid, my dad would rent Mike Tyson's Punch-Out every Friday night. And have to.
So that was our Arrows, basically. You didn't have a West Coast or whatever.
And we'd have to return it the next day. Or else you get,
oh my God.
Or else you get a late fee.
Who's laughing now?
Yeah. None of y'all is in business anymore, so but yeah, so we would do that. And then when I got older and I had my SNES, I used to rent games from my local grocery store called Gennardi's. And it seemed like I was the only person that ever rented games from there, because there was never anything sold out, rented out. So like I would just go in and rent. I'm trying to think what I rented multiple times back then, John. Like I said, like in the SNES days, it was really a lot of sports and fighting games, John. Like exclusively, like it's, you know, because I had a brother, so it would just kind of be like I'll get something for him and I to play. But then, like, when we got in the PlayStation era, like, he didn't really play as much. He kind of went outside and had friends where I didn't really have that. So
poor guy. I'm sorry.
So then I rented PlayStation 1 at BlockBuster.
A little briefcase.
Yup. Battle Arena Toshinden.
Oh, my.
I rented that and Star Wars Masters of the Terraskasai.
Was that the fighting one?
Yeah. I had no idea what I was doing. So,
oh, man.
Yeah, you know.
Well, we lived in two different states, but you were the equivalent to that kid that beat me to BlockBuster, because those were always the games that I wanted to rent, and I never got to it. I'm like, damn it.
Yeah.
I wanted that Star Wars fighting game.
I used to walk to BlockBuster.
How far was it from you?
It was like a 30-minute walk.
What? Y'all didn't have buses?
Where I was from, no, I mean, because I didn't live in the city. I lived in the suburbs, and the bus didn't run that way. Like, there was a bus to the mall that went into the city, and then there was the 98 that went. I don't remember. I think the 98 might have went up there, but I think like the stop was like, it wasn't near my house. So it would just kind of be like, if I got on that bus, I would have to go down to get to the stop to then get on that bus to go up. So it's just like, I'll just walk and taking public transportation because I'm shy. So
yeah, I was too. You know, that's why I was so grateful that it was like
2 minutes away.
Literally a block away. Right. Yeah. I just walked up the street, crossed the street. Oh, I'm at BlockBuster. But,
that's
you know,
awesome.
Yeah. I mean, our BlockBuster was kind of trash, though. It never had anything I wanted. Movies, it had anything you wanted.
Right.
Like, it always had movies. But, like, games.
It's because people didn't return them.
That's probably why.
It is. It's exactly why. People, you know, certain games people wouldn't return.
And then they had tournaments, y'all. like we had little tournaments up there,
For
like
real?
yeah, we had like Donkey Kong Country tournaments and Marvel Avengers tournaments. Like remember the Marvel Avengers with like Captain America,
Yeah.
Vision, and it was like some other characters I don't remember, Iron Man and shit. You know, whoever beat the level in the fastest time gets, you know, a week of a game instead of the 3 days. And we were like busting our ass. I lost like shit. But it was like we had stuff like that. It was like, you know, I miss Blockbuster, honestly. When it went
Yeah.
out of sale, yo, I bought so many movies and games, yo.
That going
Like
out of
all the
business.
movies. Yeah, yeah.
Everything was like $4.
Dude, $4 and shit.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, like
I think it's similar. I guess if you take an effect. Well, no. Oh snap! E3 is gonna have a awards show this year.
gasp.
That's anything to take on Jeff and them.
Anything. We'll be covering Summer Game Fest, by the way. June 10th, right?
Yes, I believe so. Yes.
So we'll give you all the details later about that. But yeah, yo, like Game Pass and stuff like now is like you said, it's instant gratification.
Mhm.
It's and to me, the gamer.com touched on a specific topic saying that there's a thing called decision paralysis, meaning you don't know what you want to see. It's so much you don't know what you want to download. You don't know what to, like, say Netflix. You'll see like, well, not in your case because you're not the biggest fan, but like say
But
me and Dominique want to watch.
that is the problem. I have paralysis.
Is that it?
That's it.
It's like it's too much for you to decide on. You just
Mhm.
like F it.
It's too many. So it'll
Yeah.
either take me like a half hour to find something, and then at that point it's just kind of like I just wasted a half hour like looking for something, and
Mhm.
that would happen to me in Blockbuster too.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I had in my mind in Blockbuster what I knew. I knew what I wanted, so
Bro.
I was like, I want to make this.
I used to go to Babbage's before they, were bought out and ruined by GameStop.
Babbage's.
And I would spend hours, with my little $40, like, yo, what should I get? Like, and I would just walk around back and forth for hours, bro. And then finally I'd be like, all right, I'll get this. And it will always be something that was good because, I didn't, there were video game magazines, but the internet wasn't like how it is now, where it's like
Right.
everyone's like, put all your shit on the internet so people know and they know what to buy. So I would just find like gems just by looking at the box art, dog. I'd be like, this looks fire.
Oh man, do you remember like? Did you have any like great finds, like something that lived with you forever outside
Yes.
of Streets of Rage? Because I know that's everybody's answer, but
This was
are
my
you pulling something
this
up?
so there was this game I played the demo. It was called Silent Bomber. It's a
Ooh.
Bandai game.
Again, episode 29. Check it out.
I had strep throat, and this was the
Those are
first time I was
best times.
able to stay home from church in my life. Played Silent Bomber all day long. I got up to the final boss and I could not beat him for the life of me. Like if this were to come out again, bro.
You would buy it.
Yes. It's
What
like
was it?
this guy says, a pretty fun game that I played as a kid. The final level seems to increase the difficulty to the max for no reason. And that's exactly what happened. It's just like, yo, why was this completely manageable until just now? Like,
Oh man, you have to play the opening. You have to play the first.
I gotta
part.
play the
I'm
opening?
sorry. Yeah, just the.
this is a Cyber Connect game, by the way. You know who Cyber Connect is, right?
No.
You're going to laugh.
By myself or.
Yes.
Oh gosh, should I know who they are?
No, but you're gonna know who they are now.
Cyber Connect. Dragon Ball Z, Kakarot. Oh my god. Oh, they play all these games I don't play. Okay. Now I'm in like the opening with the orange Sony thing and then the PlayStation.
Nah, I'm not playing the sound because you'll hear it Like I take the sound off on these, so because if I
Oh yeah, sure.
yeah,
I just love that sound.
but yeah, he was I don't know.
Never heard of this game.
Never heard of this game. Man, that's why I love PS1, bro. There were like so many just random gems that, and that's low key like what I like about Game Passes, because there's a lot of gems that gaming has become so big, and so like it's just like pretty much the focus is on AAA, and so these weren't necessarily indie games back in the day, but they just were like companies would just they would take a gamble and they would try like to make new shit, and they would just you just had different experiences, man, and a lot of times like stuff like that's why gaming sometimes now is a challenge for me, because it's like a lot of it is very samey. A lot of it is very like, oh well, they made what's that, PUBG, Player Unknown's Battleground, and it's just like then everyone's just like, oh let's make a battle royale game, and then it's Fortnite, and then it's Call of Duty, and it's just like everyone just does the same shit, because gaming is no longer like this thing that it used to be, where it was like niche and people who were involved in it really loved it. Now people who are involved in it love money, and that, I understand. Obviously people were trying to make money before, but like now it's more or less greed, that runs. Yeah, my man's Judah. My man's name was Judah. Oh my gosh, dog, I love this game. It was like you kind of like would like paint enemies with using the, I guess, analog. Was I using the analog stick on this? I don't even remember.
Everybody's getting shot down. It's PS1, probably not.
I don't like. I had a DualShock controller on PS1.
But everybody did, Brian.
No, I remember when my god brother got it. I was like, why would you get that? Like, why would you get? He was like, well, because it has Rumble. And then he didn't even like, and then so I got one. I was like, this is cool. It has Rumble. And then I didn't even use the analog stick for games. I didn't use the analog sticks for games until like PS2 forced you to use analog sticks.
Yeah.
But before that, I was D-pad all day. But see, you would paint these like things, right? And then you'd like set these little bombs, and then they would explode. And so like you would, paint like enemies, and you get
where did the difficulty with the boss come in? Like, how is he so difficult? Did you like have to paint bombs on him, or
yeah,
and he just wouldn't die?
No. And like I think there was like a lot of shit on the ground too. So like this was like really cool for me, as a kid. It was just something like completely different. There wasn't anything like this. I played the demo.
This looks neat.
And I was like, this is rad, man. And so yeah, the final boss, bro. That dude, man. That
douchebag.
Bro, I'm like, bro, got through the whole game. I was having a great time, and you make me hate this game now. But yeah, man, it's fun.
Yeah, man, that's the thing. Like, now like everything's at their fingertips, and there's like so many options. It's like they don't know the what's the word I'm looking for? I guess the travesty,
the struggle,
the struggle. I guess going up there, the disappointment, going up there and not seeing that BlockBuster thick ass black and white case behind MK2's actual cardboard case. Yeah.
But that's what's crazy. Like nothing's ever sold out anymore. Like games aren't sold out. Like it's impossible.
No, you can't. You could just get, if it is physical, you could just get a digital.
Just download it. Yeah. I love that shit, John, because there were so many times games would be sold out back in the day, and just be like, I want to get this game, but it's sold out. You never have to worry about that anymore. Yeah,
man. Yeah. But BlockBuster, RIP. I think there's one surviving. I think that's the one in Alaska.
Yeah, either there or like Oregon or some shit.
Let me check. I'm gonna check right now before we, because that's all I have.
No, it's all good.
BlockBuster. Is there one? What? Why is it saying this one in Atlanta, Maryland? I will go there right after we record. Bond, Oregon. You're right. Yeah.
Bend.
Sorry.
That's where so that's where Sony Bend is. To make Days Gone and
Womp womp.
Siphon Filter.
Mm.
When they were Edict. Remember I rented this game, Jet Moto 2. Remember Jet Moto?
I had Jet Moto 2. Like, I bought it.
Web Systems. Yeah, I bought it eventually. Man, Jet Moto was fire. Yeah, I will never play games like that ever again, yo. Like I'll never.
No, they're terrible.
Yeah, I will never spend money on
You're playing with Legos.
I am. How did you know?
Hey, I didn't.
When we're recording, I always have to have something in my hand to keep from, like moving my body. So yeah, today I have Legos. Sometimes I play with like this magnet and like this thing from my PC that I had to take off to put my capture card in.
That's so funny.
Sometimes I drop it and I'm like, oh shit. Like, so if you ever hear like a loud bang, it's because I'm playing with something. I drop it on my desk. I'm sorry.
You're a fidgeter. Sorry.
Yeah.
But that is all I have for you, sir.
Hey, man, same here. Appreciate episode 30. All Day I Play Radio.
Yep. And you can always follow us on Twitter at ADIP Radio. That's the acronym for All Day I Play Radio. You can follow us on Instagram, All Day I Play Radio. You can follow us on all your favorite all your favorite podcasting platforms, such as Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google, Anchor, Good Pods, what have you, whatever you're into. We're on it. Follow us at All Day I Play Radio. But you can follow my boy Brian at I
got you, dog.
Thank you.
Yeah. You follow me on Instagram or Twitter at BrianP_83. You can follow my man John on Instagram at MoonKnight9000. On Twitter, 9000 MoonKnight, because John likes to be difficult. The show, of course, All Day I Play Radio on Instagram, and ADIP Radio on Twitter. So
yes, there it is. Thank you. I usually do that. Thank you, Brian.
It's all good.
Had a long night last night. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, thank you for joining All Day I Play Radio. Brian, it's always a pleasure. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yep. That's all I have. Peace and love, y'all.
Peace and love, y'all. Holla at y'all later.